Hey, what's up, guys? There's some emergency nerfs in Clash Royale. So we're going to be taking a look at the Vines and the Goblin Giant and seeing what happened. Did Clash Royale nerf them enough? Is there a difference that's notable? Or is there nothing that's been done, really? You guys will see it today, and we'll see what happens. Essentially, Vines got a damage for its decrease from 162 to 134. So they say that Vines has been playing a role well at the moment. It feels too versatile, though. And lowering its damage, we're making sure that it shines for its special ability rather than its overpowering of any trade. So basically what they're saying is they don't want it to kill as many cards as it has been, and they want its ability of holding things down for 2.5 seconds and also stopping the opponent's air units from staying in the air and pulling them down. They want that to shine. They want you to be able to hold units in place and drag air units to the ground. However, I mean, it's still really not that much of a change. It still kills archers, it still kills minions, it still kills bomber, it still kills dark goblin. It still kills a lot of cards that it did before. The only thing it doesn't kill is guards. So guards were dying to the Vines before, and now guards do not die to Vines. So that is really the only interaction off the top of my head and off of everything that I've seen that has changed. So guards will not die to Vines. That is the change. We'll see how it affects the regular gameplay. I don't know if it's going to feel a lot worse or what it's going to be like. I haven't played any games with the new update with the Vines, so we'll see. And then Goblin Giant. In the latest balance changes, we tried to slow down Goblin Giant evolution decks by nerfing the curse and the minions, but that didn't quite do the trick. This time, we're going straight to the source and making changes to the Goblin Giant evolution spawn speed. They're decreasing the spawn speed from 1.8 seconds to 2.2 seconds for each goblin spawned. That is a notable change, at least in my eyes. That's going to be very different. Goblin Giant, it spawns goblins when it's at 50% health, and then it just poops them out. So obviously, spawning slower is going to make a bit of a difference. I don't know if that's going to be the deciding factor with Goblin Giant, because one of the main reasons that Goblin Giant is so broken is if it's leveled up and the Spear Goblins are attacking, it's going to break through a lot of stuff. The Goblin Giant gets on the tower. A lot of times when it is spawning goblins, you're kind of cooked anyway, at least from my understanding of the card. So it's interesting. I think that this will definitely make an impact in certain situations where the Goblin Giant won't get that last bit of damage to win the game. But if the Goblin Giant pushes already on your tower and you're down a lot, you're probably screwed anyway. So yeah, I'm glad that they did nerf it. We'll see how it goes, and we're going to go and play them both in the same deck. This is a deck that is currently played by the rank 2 or 3 player in the world. Where's Sam? Okay, so he's rank 4. I'm sorry, guys. Rank 4 player in the world. XOP Sam. He's one of the best players in the game, and he's playing this deck. So it's a bit of a change and a bit of a different version of a lot of Vine Goblin Giant decks that were playing Prince before. Now, there's no Prince. It's just going to be running Berserker. Obviously, you could put Prince in there instead. But this is what XOP Sam is playing, so I'm just going to play the deck that he wants me to, basically. Well, he didn't really ask me to, but you guys know what I mean. All right, so we're going to go for a machine here. Ideally, we're going to be able to push that off. Didn't work out as planned, but we still got Mr. Rocket Man, so no big deal. No damage whatsoever. So at this point of the game, you know, we're definitely liking the way we look in this spot, but it's not like perfect or anything like that. He doesn't have mortar, so obviously we can go for a Goblin Giant. And because our Goblin Machine had low amount of health, then ooh, this is going to be interesting. It had a low amount of health, then it wasn't able to get the Pancake. Trying to get a good trade here with maybe minions and rage. I want to go Goblin Giant before going Barbarrel, because if I went Barbarrel, then it would just Pancake the wrong thing. So I think we've already won the game. So we didn't get to really test out the Vines and see how they were, but we did see Goblin Giant, and Goblin Giant's pretty good still. So especially if you level it up, that's kind of the main problem with the card. If the Goblin Giant evolution is in play, then obviously it's going to be more problematic and more difficult to defend. But truly, I think the leveling up system with the Chef Pancake Tower and Goblin Giant is just a really bad interaction in Clash Royale that probably needs a pretty big nerf. That's what I would address. Maybe I'm a scrub. Maybe you guys are like, Jake, you're stupid. I love my Goblin Giants. Goblin Giants deserve safety out here. I mean, some of you guys are going to be Goblin Giant abusers and users. But for not, I don't know. Not everyone's going to be like that. So yeah, I'm just going to hold this in place with the Vines and we'll see how it goes. Definitely want to be able to break our way through. If we kill a Valkyrie, that'd be hilarious. We do take out the entire tower, and the Valkyrie should fall fairly soon too. He's going to lose the Little Prince, lose the ability, and lose the Valkyrie. So he has no counter push. Oh, that felt so unfair. I mean, genuinely, that's just how the game is. That's how the cookie crumbles, and you can't really complain too much about it right now. You just have to deal with what you got. A lot of times, like, if you complain too much about the meta, complain too much about the cards, like I was a while back about this deck, then you're just never going to get better and never going to be able to defend it. It's pretty much undefendable anyway, but you have to take it for what it is, and hopefully Clash Royale will realize how broken this is and they'll nerf it again. But yeah, it's crazy how good the deck is. It's very, very hard to defend. And this is definitely a better version than the previous one because I'm able to throw down more Goblin Giants and just have more cost effectiveness. I think the Furnace is definitely only good with graveyard decks now. I think that Evolve Witch is really hard to kill. More than often than not, whenever I play against Evil Witch, I just get wrecked. I'm going to rage this up as well, and it looks like the Vines will kill the minions, as you guys saw, so there is that noticeable, you know, same similarity of it still being silly. You'll probably mortar right into us, and it'll do nothing. So, yeah, we won this game very reliably, very easily. Why Pancake Tower? If you saw the very first push of this deck, you Pancake Tower, and you abuse the fact that, you know, you have over-leveled stuff that opponents can't kill. It's just how it is. Shake some. Dude, what do you mean? I thought you were saying something else. I thought you were saying like, oh, Shake Shack or something. You're saying shake some. Dude, I don't know if I can shake for you, brother. That's not the type of stream that you're on right now, brother. I'm sorry about that. Sorry to disappoint. You know, I would love to acquiesce with your request, but that's not happening today. It was a great time to go live. Thanks, Jake. Yeah, no worries, man. It's going to be a short stream. I have something early in the morning. Feel a little bit under the weather right now, so, you know, I'm definitely not going to be streaming for too long, but I super appreciate everyone being here. Vines is still broken. I hate it. Yeah, Vine seems really, really strong, and this deck seems extremely good too. So if I were to play a deck and level up, I might play this thing. It seems really, really broken. Clash Royale definitely failed the nerf here, and yeah, I mean, I can't say anything more than that. Nerf failed. This is still like the best deck in the game, and I don't know. I truly think that the Vines change wasn't really that noticeable, and Goblin Giant is still really, really good. It's more of an RNG simulator as well, though. Like, if you're someone that plays a lot of Goblin Giant decks, you can't always get the best matchups, and you should know that. Like, Goblin Giant's a good card, but it's also at the same time, like, not the best deck in the game. Like, you will lose to certain things like Lava Hound decks with a lot of air responses and Graveyard. Those are the two things that can beat you. Like, it is the best deck in the game for most players, but for the best players in the world, I don't think the best players in the world will be playing this every single game. I mean, if you play against Mohammed Light, you probably would play this because you'd want to have a higher chance of beating someone way better than you. But if you're playing against people that are worse than you, there's a likelihood that you could lose the game with a deck that is more like luck-based. When you are dropping Goblin Giants in the back and just spamming stuff, it's really up to your opponent on how well they play. It's not really, you know, on your side of the map. It's like you drop the same push, you drop a few cards. There's really not much differential factors between determining how good you are. I mean, going in at the right point, I guess, is a bit of a difference in like making the right decisions from all-in perspective. But yeah, we're gonna get him at like 50% health, and then we're gonna have our Goblin Giant just, you know, do a little bit of extra love. Definitely want to use the Vines with the Witch and also our Goblin Giant so we can get more value out of cards that have abilities of surviving and also spawning more units, so it's just better. I thought I dropped a Goblin Giant in the back, or a Goblin Machine in the back, and I didn't, so that was my bad. So I do think we might want to go other side here of the Wizard. I don't really want to go into that as much. I'm going to plop down a Goblin Giant, and then I'm going to go for minions, and I think that this could go really well. I'm considering going for Vines, but I think I'm going to go Vines on the minions, plus the Monk. That could have been a lot better for us, to be honest. It's still fine. I mean, I'm not dead yet. It's just not looking great. I think I have to go Witch left side because you're probably in a Royal Giant there. As expected. This is definitely a decent position if we're able to defend the other side, which I think we should be able to. Then go Goblin Machine here. I would love to keep the Witch alive, but that's not happening. I think I lost. I think I got cooked, guys. I think I got cooked. Unless we get lucky. All right, so we're going to go Vines here, and it should target on the wrong thing now. And then we can go Rage. Man, this is so close. But he Vined me. Damn, if he didn't Vine me, I think I won the game, guys. If he didn't Vine me, I think I won. Because the Goblin Giant would have done a lot more damage there. I mean, I can still take the W, maybe, if we're lucky. All right, we're going to have to do this, and we're going to Vines. Does he not have a big spell? He might not have a big spell, guys. No, we're fried. Oh, damn. Imagine he pulls the Rocket Man in and then it locks onto the tower. I mean, you can't even be mad. If someone's BMing you and you're running this deck, you just got to say GG. Well played. Jump to the next one. Yeah, our deck is super toxic. I do think that matchup actually wasn't that bad. It's just the Vine on the Goblin Giant at the end. He had a really defensive deck with the Fisherman and the Vines. Damn. Vines, Vines, Vines. That's all you see. Yeah, dude, we're in the jungle out here, aren't we? All right, so this guy's gonna have Lumberjack. It's probably gonna be Lumberjack Balloon, which would be really, really good for us. I do think that going Goblin Machine later is probably ideal. And then, obviously, if we're playing against Dark Prince, that's awesome. So we'll see what we can do here. I'm gonna try to go in for maybe minions. Oh wait, this is Lumberjack. It's got to be a Golem deck, right? There's not much else in the entire game that runs this type of card combination. So we'll go Barbarial, and then we'll go minions on this, and then we'll go Vines maybe. No, I'm gonna go Berserker and then Vines. Kind of have to at this point. No, I suck. Oh, man. Well played. Well played. That's a lot of elixir spent from our opponent. But also at the same time, we know exactly what he's playing. It has to be a Golem deck. Kind of annoying that that works so well for him. But it is part of the game. And it be what it be. So I'm going to go drop our, like, you know, Witch and then Goblin Giant and then all in him. And I think that's going to be our best possible play. We want to cycle our Witch a little bit early so we can release more skeletons. And we'll see how this goes. I mean, this should be able to defend this. I mean, even if he does that, it's still not going to die. So he definitely spent a lot of elixir there, and he wasted his vine. So this is looking pretty good for us, all things considered. I think I want to go for minions and then just see if we can maybe go for a rage. My soldiers rage! And we got vines as well. So this could be really, really good. If we're able to get a good vines on the tower here, should just win the game. Yeah, so I'm going to take the tower here for sure. I can retarget his stuff with vines as well if I wanted to. I do think that I'm just going to take the tower regardless, so I don't want to spend any extra elixir. I'm going to go Berserker, and then it should heal off of the Witch Skeletons again. I'm genuinely considering going for, like, a Witch here. I might just do it. I want to kill the Lumberjack, ideally. If you can kill the Lumberjack, I'm a happy sir. I think I can get a Goblin Machine down here, too. Just a body block. So the Lumberjack is going to go onto that instead. Baby Dragon doesn't even kill my tower. And we're going to be able to preposterously stop that Lumberjack from getting value. If we Barbarial early, and then we Vines, and then we Rage. My soldiers rage! Yeah, we just killed everything. That's awesome. So for 43 seconds, it's kind of improbable that we're able to defend all of this if he's got Lightning. I don't know if that's the case. I think it's better for us to cycle our Witch up higher, just in case. And then he's probably going to Lumberjack. Yeah, he does Lumberjack, as expected. Alright, we'll Barbarial here. Interesting spot for us to be in because he's kind of overcommitting like crazy. You know what? I don't think he's got Lightning. He probably would have dropped it by now. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're chilling. I'm going to throw this down and then like Rage on this and see if we can kill cards quicker. Pull everything back a little bit. Then he's not able to break through and we win the game. As long as we're able to get the Barbarial back. Ooh, maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, I'm an idiot! Oh! Woo, that was bad. All right. Okay. We're going to have it your way, buddy. Oh, he's elixir collector though. Holy, all right. Golly, my guy, you're crazy with it. All right, sure. All right. I think that's the 3 crown. That was a play of all time. But yeah, we win this one. I think that was pretty bad. Oh man, did you guys see that one? That was funny. Jake is a magician. Yeah, I willed this man to vanish his 3 crown because he cycled a elixir collector randomly. Where do you see merge tactics going in the future? I don't know. I'm at 4,200 medals and I like it a lot. So we'll see where merge tactics goes. Usually with this deck, I like my opponent to make the first play. So then I can just defend and then counter push with my stuff. Also, when you're running Pancake Tower, you're going to get a benefit of waiting a while because your pancakes will get bigger and you'll get more value. So yeah, we're going to give our Goblin Giant or our Goblin Machine more value here. I prefer to go Goblin Machine because it's slower than the Goblin Giant. It also is capable of defending and attacking. If my opponent just chills, generally better for us to get a trade where we might just be able to go for our push a little bit slower, you know? It's nice to have cards that go way slower than others. And also Barbarial here. Maybe kill the Electro Dragon if we're lucky. I think the Electro Dragon should die to the Rocket Man. I think Rocket Man hits the Electro Dragon. Level 17 is pretty crazy work. That's insane. I did not expect to have a level 17 card, but we'll take that one. Let's Berserker on defense. It's going to be a good play. Should be able to kill the rest of Lumberjack and put our Berserker into range where it's not going to get health. Nice. Yeah, it's just dead. It's not going to get the pancake. So I'm looking at this and I'm super liking our spot. If I go Witch in the back, I should be able to get the evolution. And then we'll also take advantage of the pancake. And we're not wasting any time for the pancake. We're just dropping it early. The elixir collectors, that's totally fine for me. Another Golem player is really weird for me to see back to back. I mean, Golem's good and all. It's really fun to play. But At the same time, it's not good compared to Goblin Giant. Goblin Giant's just better. Goblin Giant's strong. Goblin Giant's the superior tank sauce that you just want to be cycling if you can. It's a lower skill for sure, and it's just easier to play. So we're going to hopefully just kill the Electro Dragon today with our Electro Dragon counters of minions. Hell, I can Vines here. I think I misclicked, but maybe not. No, it's like not that bad of a misclick. I was hoping we'd be able to spam more goblins, to be honest, and then put the 3-crown into a danger zone, because then it would have retargeted onto actual goblins away from the Goblin Giant, and then it would have won us the game. But hey, it is what it is. It'd be that way sometimes. I'm going to go and chuck a Berserker at him and go for minions and all this stuff, and probably just defend this minimally with, like, I don't know. I don't really even know what I have to do here. I think it's probably just going to be fine. We'll see. We can go Vines here as well. We should be able to kill most of his cards and be totally fine on the counter push. Or maybe not. Maybe off the Cycle Witch. I guess I have to Cycle Witch. It's fine, though. It'd be good. Even if he Tornadoes or something crazy, I think I'm fine. Yeah, he did Tornado. He did exactly what we thought he would. And now I can just minions on the Electro Dragon and then hit it from the back. So it's not in a good spot. This Electro Dragon's a sad sir. It's going to definitely perish. So we're chilling. And then the Golem's not going to 3-crown me, obviously. And then we can go in for our spontaneous amount of spam and bam this man to the Shadow Realm. So GG. This is probably one of the easiest decks to play if you want to push up on ladder. And it definitely feels better than the original version. Surprisingly, I do think Evolve Witch works so well with Vines. So despite this deck like getting a bit of a nerf, honestly, I feel like it's better than it was a couple days ago. Just because the Witch feels so much better in the deck, especially paired with minions and other cards. Like, I just think the Witch hits harder than a Furnace. The deck actually feels better. It literally feels better. All right, all right. Let's go, let's go. All right. We're going to go in for probably Witch in the back, I think is our best bet. I really don't like doing much else. I think cycling cards in the back is ideal. We go Goblin Giant here as well, get to both evolutions. This push is just meaningless. I don't care about this at all. He cycled 6 Elixir into us. We spent around there as well, like total from compared to his mini P.E.K.K.A. So we're around the same as him now. And if we get damage, it's just icing on the cake. Right now, we're just kind of hoping that we get damage. More so with our second push. Our first push doesn't matter to me. I'm just trying to get evil with the second push and even amount of elixir in the first one. We're going to try to get real evil soon. Hopefully this works. I mean, I should just be able to go in for a Goblin Machine in a second, so then that Mega Knight doesn't jump. And then, yeah, we're in a great spot. I mean, I can just go minions. I can do whatever the heck I want at this point. This should be a pretty free, reliable W. I'm going to go in for this, and then I'm going to Rage. And then I'm also going to go in for... I should have done it. I should have done it. I was thinking about it. I was thinking about doing this and then Vinesing and killing, but I think it dies anyway. Oh, never mind. That's fine. I didn't spend that much extra elixir. I'll just do this and then I'll minions. Counter with Vines. I quite like that for us. Everything dies. I mean, I spent 3 elixir, but also, like, at the same time, I've got a freaking Evolve Goblin Giant at 50% health that's going to start spawning. I think, genuinely, you want to be saving your Vines for the Goblin Giant, though. Like, the Goblin Giant on the mini P.E.K.K.A. and then using Vines at 50% health would have won me the game. So just getting a little bit better with the card and understanding its broken fundamentals allows me to win the game way more reliably than what I would have right there. So, you know, I'm not even playing it at its full potential. I also like that the guy's name is Mega Knight Simp. He is Mega Knight Simp for sure. I don't have Spirit Empress. Spirit Empress isn't even that good anymore, comparatively. It's so nice to see you. How are you doing? I'm doing great, man. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a part of the stream. Everyone like and subscribe. Yeah, thank you, man. That'd be cool. That'd be awesome if everyone wanted to. All right, we're good here. I think only have to use Vines and then Barbaril and some other stuff, and we should be fine. Maybe not. Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see. Go Barbaril here as well. Cycle another Goblin Machine if we need to, and I think I do. I don't really want to have this Witch stay alive for forever. It looks better for us that way. This is obviously like a problematic position for us if I go in and all in into that, so I'm just going to go for a Witch here. I think we want to maybe go dual lane pressure depending on what's happening here, because this game is starting to become a little bit more rambunctious for my liking. He did cycle Witch, so I think I can go for minions and maybe like Rage on this and just kill the Mega Knight ideally. We'll see. Or maybe damage it down to the point that it doesn't really matter as much, and then we can go Vines to kill his Witch. I like that for us, because we just won the Witch battle. Forcing out a Spirit Empress is totally fine. It's not even that scary of a card anymore. After the nerfs, it's like 10% less health, so I mean, that's very noticeable, so I'll take that any day of the week. And go for a Goblin Machine here with the Berserker. And then probably just go and chuck a big, fat Goblin Giant in front of us and win the game. I think he has to Mega Knight here, and that's probably not going to do super hot for him. We'll see. Mega Knight should be coming down any second, wherever that may be. There it is. So we're going to go and cycle the Rage and also the Vines and probably just kill the Witch. And then have our Witch splash onto the tower. The Mega Knight's nearby, which is awesome. Might even lose the entire Mega Knight, to be honest. Like, straight up, he might just lose the Mega Knight. Yeehaw. Kind of insane to think about. Alright, so we're definitely going to try to go in for Vines on top of the Mini P.E.K.K.A. and also the ranged air cards whenever we can. So, yeah, he should just lose. I think Spirit Empress sucks right now, so I personally wouldn't play it. And I think Witch is really S tier. I think Witch Evo is actually slapping right now. Damn, this deck is so good. What has been emergency nerf? The cards that I'm playing in this deck. Truthfully, the cards I'm playing in this deck got emergency nerfed and it feels so good. Like, they really screwed up, guys. I'm not going to fib. This is unbelievably broken and needs another emergency nerf. Like, when you emergency nerf things, it still feels like the best deck in the game. Like, that's a problem, right? That's definitely a problem. Evil Witch needs some nerfing. Yeah, its heal is absurd. Its heal is absolutely absurd. Vines made the game worse. I don't think it's made the game worse. I think like Furnace Evolution was worse for the game. I think cards like that were super linear that let awful players win games more frequently were really, really bad. I think Vines is universally used in a lot of different decks, and it's actually pretty good against P.E.K.K.A. Goblin Giant and good against Goblin Giant decks. If you use Vines against the Goblin Giant, you can hold them down and then kill it a little bit more reliably since there's 3 units or 2 units that are stacked up. So Vines are really, really good against Goblin Machine, Goblin Giant decks. Unfortunately, this guy's just dead, so did fumble the bag a little bit here. But, you know, it is what it is. Sometimes people just don't know what they're supposed to do, and it works out for you, you know? That's how it be. GG. You're using a brain rot deck. I mean, it's for a purpose, right? The title of the video is seeing what the changes are like. So, you know, yeah, I'm sure I'm using a brain rot deck, but also there's a reason behind it, you know? And these past metas have been doo-doo. I feel like the past metas, I specifically think the Furnace was the worst thing they've done for the game. I really hated it. Whenever I looked at bad players, I always saw the Furnace Evolution completely carrying them. It would cycle in the back, and if you didn't have a spell to remove it, it actually chucked Fire Spirits at you the entire game, and there was no way around it. So, like, if you didn't have the right deck to beat it, you could not win. It was actually impossible, and the worst players in the world were running, like, graveyard decks with it, and it just felt so bad. Like, legitimately trying to push into that, and you were playing against a graveyard player, and they had a good matchup, you could not win. Like, it was actually impossible to beat the bad players with Furnace Evolution and Graveyard. It really was impossible. It was so broken. And so, like, obviously, I try to create a lot of different videos and decks for my videos. And this was outplayable sometimes. Like, this deck, sure, there's counters to it, like Mighty Miner cycle decks were able to counter it. The Graveyard decks just genuinely felt like there was no counter in the entire game to it. The Furnace Graveyard cycle decks. And I pushed to 15,000 medals with it. 15,000 trophies really fast. Tag, your videos are the best, bro. Thank you, man. I think so too. I like my videos the most. That's why I create the videos I do. You know, I try to create videos with a lot of editing, lots of high effort. You know, all the content I think is super enjoyable to watch. I get like pretty bored when I don't watch edited stuff. So I always try to make my videos something that I would enjoy. And truthfully, there are some times that my videos, I think they suck. And then I delete them and I make my editors re-edit them, or like we'll change a lot of the video. Like, I'll have spreadsheets of like, hey, we're making these changes because this doesn't look good. This is like boring. You know, like I got bored watching the video. So we're going to make changes. We're going to make it more entertaining. We're going to like spice up this with more custom editing that no one's ever seen before. That would make it like, oh, wait, that's an edit that like is unique and interesting and something that made me laugh. Like, I'll include that in the video. That's great. But if there's stuff that's just boring or like edits just for editing, that thing just pisses me off. There's a lot of times that like when videos are edited poorly, you'll see like you'll see people just throw in edits and memes that are not even funny, that are just there to take up space and say, oh, I edited the video. It's like, you know, you completed your homework, but it's awful, you know? So that's the type of thing that I try to get away from on my videos. And I had that before. If you guys watch my videos like 3-4 years ago, I genuinely think a lot of the edits were just there because they were edits, you know? They're placeholders. They weren't that great. Also, this guy just lost the game. Sometimes people do that and you just look at them and you're like, well, I'm sorry, man. That wasn't supposed to happen for you, I guess. So we can just go in for Vines whenever we get the chance, and we should win the game. I don't think that he's going to be able to defend this. The Witch should stay alive, and then we have the healing of the Witch, and then we have all this other stuff, so he should just be dead. I'm going to straight up Vines here and then Rage on this. And then probably kill the Spear Goblins and then just have my stuff get closer to his tower. Kind of a disaster for him right now. Yeah, it should have done a little bit more damage, to be honest, but it is what it is. Happy Teacher's Day, SirTag. You taught me a lot of Clash Royale. Thanks. Yeah, no worries, man. How is Vines better? Hiding the best spell they released behind a paywall is kind of toxic. So that's definitely true, but also at the same time, epic cards are leveled up way faster. And I genuinely do think that from a gameplay perspective, I'm not really talking about like from a, monetary sense, which maybe you're like, Jake, you should include that in your assessment of the card. I genuinely think that the linear nature of Furnace allowed dum-dums to win games against people significantly better than them and reach ranks that they didn't deserve. And it's like a way more reliable deck. Like Graveyard is really good. Like P.E.K.K.A. Goblin Giant, and people can push up because they just play a lot of games and then eventually they'll hit their ranks. But there's decks you're going to lose to. Like you can't win with P.E.K.K.A. Goblin Giant into a Mighty Miner fast cycle cannon deck with like Cannoneer. Like it was actually impossible to win that. No matter how good you were at the game, even Mohammed Light, if he played against like a top 50 player in the world, he loses. Like there's someone way worse than him, right? He's #1 best player. If he plays against top 50, he gets smacked. It's not even close. Bro like probably does like, I don't know, 500 damage max to the tower. Like that's it. So I don't know. There's a lot of situations where Graveyard decks just, I don't know, they let really awful players win. And specifically with Furnace Evo. So I'm glad that Furnace got nerfed. That was just my main problem. Especially because you couldn't kill it with a lot of stuff. If you guys remember Furnace Evo, if you played the game a lot, right? Furnace Evo with the Chef Tower, it didn't die. It didn't die to poison. So you would poison a level 15 Furnace, and the Furnace would stay alive, and the Furnace would win the game. Unironically, level 15 Furnace was unbelievable. Sorry, level 16 Furnace was like game-breaking too for a lot of support decks too. Like Goblin Giant decks. So we're loving it because the Furnace would just never die. So it was one of the other problems. Vines, even though it is super strong, I think that bad players don't really necessarily know how to use it or when to use it. So it's a little bit different in my eyes. I could be wrong on that. You guys can have different viewpoints, but that's just how I feel. All right, we'll do this, and then we'll eat some damage in Barbarrel. I don't think this was really the best defense ever, but it did work, so we'll take what we can get. Won't be super pressed or upset about it. It just is what it is. It be what it be. Yeah, your edits are fire. Thanks, man. Yeah, I mean, I try to have those edits like unique. These fast. Are you using a? Yeah. We're using the most brain rot deck ever. Love from Chicago. Thanks, man. Would you please collab with Oxalate? It'd be fun. I try to collab with some people. Maybe I'll collab with Oxalate. We'll see. I don't really like collabing that much, but sometimes I do. I'm probably gonna do more collabs at the World Finals just because I think that'd be fun to do them in person. You know, Barb's on me. Like, what is he doing? I'm so confused right now. Oh, he's gonna Electro Dragon. Okay, that makes sense. All right, we gotta do this. We have to Vines this or we're dead. Yeah, I mean, the problem is, like, again, if I'm just up Elixir, you just can't do anything. Like, it's actually, it's beautiful. It's beautiful to see the Evolve Witch doing this amount of work. Man, Witch is going to be used in Graveyard decks again. Like, I can just see it. Witch with Evolve Vines on defense, like, you're not breaking through Evo Witch with Vines. It's just, Evo Witch with Vines is so good. So good. Such a good card. Hey, Jake and Seb, give me something. Can you add me front end Clash? Yeah. I'll do that right after. I'm sorry, man. I've been a little bit sick recently, so I haven't been responding to DMs as much. So I'll definitely drop you a follow, or I'll drop you a friend request right after this. I'll do that right after the stream, all right, man? So I don't forget. All right, can we just nest this a little bit, you know, and just maybe go through with the Rage and 3 Crown? I want to 3-corn this guy, you know? Ooh, that didn't happen. But he doesn't have Vines, so I think we can do it still. I think we can run it back and then, like, Barbarrel here and then Vines on him. I just don't see any universe where I, like, don't 3-crown this with the Rage. There's no shot, right? Yeah, now I win. Bro, how are you not #1 if you just win all your games, LOL? I mean, I'm not #1 in the world. I'm a top 1,000 player. So, like, honestly, if I'm, like, trying to push up with a deck that I'm good with, I'm not even that good with this deck, by the way. I'm very bad with it. I will push very, very fast to like 1,000 in the world, and then I'll stop, and then I won't be able to push higher. You know, like if you're a top 1,000 player early season, I can push the top 200. I've been top 200 a lot of times. like 3 seasons ago, 2 seasons ago, I've been top like 50 or top 100 for videos. It was kind of fun. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like for the most part, you might get this misconception that I'm the best player in the world. I'm not. I am a top 1,000 player, so if I play against people worse than me, typically I can win a lot of games fast. Just kind of how it is. Alcaraz versus Sinner gonna go crazy? Yeah, dude, I'm hyped for that. I'm hyped for that. You ain't got to go pro? No, you can just play for fun, man. You can just play the game for fun. Favorite emote? Ooh, favorite emote is probably the Peace Out Girl Scout emote. Definitely the best one. Hope you get better soon. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. You show the deck next time? Yeah, I got you. I got you. Probably not going to play for too long today, but this deck is definitely just broken. Game-definingly broken. Crazy. Classic Peace Out Girl Scout. Yes, sir. You know how it is. Are Royal Recruits good in the meta? Yeah, Royal Recruits are really good. Royal Recruits are, I mean, they were pretty good. I don't know if they're good anymore. I mean, they were fun to play. I'm going to rage this, I think. Vines would have been good too, but I think that the rage is ideal just to cycle back to more stuff and not waste our Vines and not know what his win condition is, because you never know. A lot of times people could be running a Balloon, and if they've got Balloon Executioner, I just don't want to lose the game. So your Hog Rider deck, and I just use like Berserker on defense, I'm fine, but I don't know. I definitely want to go Witch and Berserker if he Hog Riders, so I'm just going to spend more Elixir here. I think I'm going to cycle the Witch in the right side, which seems weird, but I think it's the right play. And we'll just see what happens. I mean, I'm okay with it. We got our evolution next, so chilling, just vibing. Having a lackadaisical adventure here with our opponent. Definitely going to go for a Valkyrie on top of this Witch, so there's no reason to support it. I'm going to go for a Goblin Machine in the back on the same side as the Witch. And he'll Valkyrie in like 2 seconds. There it is. All right, so now with the Valkyrie out of cycle, I have the opportunity to potentially play way more aggressive. So I can go for the Goblin Giant here, because if I drop the Goblin Giant, then I am going to get that leveled up. So I get level 16 Goblin Giant, and it's also going to go directly into an Executioner that I will Vines in like 2 seconds. All right, so yeah, we're just going to hopefully execute the Executioner. Go for a Rage here as well. The Rage was bad. I should have timed it. Then I don't misalign it with my Vines, because he Vined me. So he held my stuff in place for a little bit. So that was a bit of a misstep, but it doesn't really matter that much. We're still playing okay. I think I want to cycle this in the back and the left side, to be honest. So then we are able to protect that tower a little bit. Maybe get him to overcommit in this side, and then just go in for the Goblin Giant inside other side. He's going to rocket it. Okay, that makes sense. That's a pretty good play on his end. Well played. I messed up. I forgot that he had rocket. I actually don't even remember him having that. It's all good, though. Let's go Goblin Giant here. Probably just cycle that. Not really going to care too much. It's going to go right into a Valkyrie. I'm not going to overcommit with it. Yeah. So it's important to like not overcommit into evolutions that are strong, you know? Be would it be? Be would it be, baby? We'll cycle our stuff here, just in case he wants to go for a Hog Rider, which he hasn't done. And we'll go dual lane pressure. And I think this will probably do pretty well for us. Not 100% guaranteeing anything, but this is looking great. If I can go in for good Vines, and then go for a Rage at the right point, I think we might just win the game. We'll see. That should be probably game most of the time. All right, so we're going to go Goblin Machine here with our Berserker and hopefully just hold it in place. Ah, that was a really good Hog Rider. Well played. I hope I don't lose the game off that, but you never know. Ah, that's really close. Oh my god. All right, we got to go in. I go crazy with it. I'm going to go minions left. I'm going to try to take tower left side, honestly. If we take tower right as well, it's fine. We can just Vines here. Maybe rage this up real quick. The one time. Oh, baby. Let's go. It's silly. It's silly, guys. It's a silly world where you whack your opponents down with Goblin Giants. I can't lie. I can't lie. It's pretty damn good. I can't lie. The nerf might not have been a nerf. It might not have mattered. I mean, truthfully, there was one interaction there where I felt like my Goblin Giant didn't spawn as many goblins as it could have. Let's go retrace our steps back to that and see. Like, probably right around here, not spawning as many goblins is, like, maybe impactful. It's probably not that big of a difference because I don't think I would have broken through anyway. But, where was it? It was this one. This one. This fat Goblin Giant didn't do enough. So, notice how it is decent for us. We go for good Vines here. We go for a Rage. My Goblin Giant's at, like, half HP. I don't spawn as much as I could have, I think. But maybe it would have just died to the Executioner's Axe anyway. I made a good decision of going Berserker and also that. I think one thing to keep in mind is, like, in the future, it's probably better to drop minions because the minions won't all die. So, like, you know, he'll hit a minion, he'll hit the tower, and then he'll hit the goblin machine, and then 2 minions will kill the hog rider. So I think that would have been safer. That would have been a better play. So I'll just live, learn, get better with this deck as well. But yeah, man, this deck is easy. I can't lie. This deck seems really, really good. Also, decent player. I mean, all these guys are Ultimate Champion, right? They're all Ultimate Champion. So even though they aren't Ultimate Champion right now, they were Ultimate Champion last season. They're all pretty good at the game. Like, you know, they're not top 1,000 like me, but they're all pretty good. You know, like these guys are definitely not bad players. So every single person that we just beat in a row is like decent at the game, top 4,000-ish, you know. All pretty good. All pretty good. Was the guy that I played against and lost the Ultimate Champion. He's 7,000 or 8,000 in the world. Yeah, so cool. Good game so far. We'll play a few more and then probably end the day. Let's go. How do you feel about shroom? I don't do drugs, man. I do 0 drugs. I just super care about my health a lot. So like me being sick right now, it made me super sad. I actually get like, dude, out of all the things that I do in life, I am the biggest baby when it comes to sickness. Like I am super, super bad about that for real. What's your finish last season? No way you're a top 1K player. Yeah, last season I think I didn't really push or play that much. I think I was like 4K. I can take a look though. I can show you like some of my stuff. But yeah, if you saw my banner, I had like an 88 in the world finished and some other stuff. Yeah, I was able to consistently finish around top 1,000 when I was playing minor poison decks. So minor poison mortar decks and finishing top 1,000 I think is like way more impressive than playing a goblin giant deck and getting a higher finish. But you know, maybe I could hit a really high finish with a goblin giant deck and then just be like, oh, I'm a top 200 player again. Be kind of funny if I did something like that. But yeah, I can show you. I can show you my profile if you want. All right, we'll go witch here. See what else we can do. I face mostly top players and won, even though a top 60 player. Ah, congrats, man. That's huge W's. That's a huge dub. Taking dubs from really good players is awesome. Love your vids tag. Keep up the awesome content. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that a lot. Oh, wait. Here's the fun part. Oh, I didn't hold it in place fast enough. But yeah, you guys will see the firecracker just straight up dies. Insane. And then the witch did enough damage to justify us just going like goblin machine if we wanted. I'm going to go berserker here. A little bit silly, but it is what it is. Go barbarial and then minions. I'm losing this game. It doesn't feel that good, guys. It doesn't feel that good to lose, you know? It's not good to lose games in Clash Royale. Well played by the opponent, but it is what it is. I think the minions will probably hit the tower a couple times. I'm going to witch. This seems silly, but that's at the same time, like, I'm going to get counter push here. I'm going to force extra elixir. You know, yada, yada. I feel good about it. I'm going to hit a firecracker, too, with vines if he drops it. If he drops recruits, then I'd be, you know, that's what I kind of expected. Not surprised. That's going to kill the wall breakers for sure. And then I can just go for a rage up of the skeleton barrel. No damage besides death damage. Still a lot of damage, to be honest. Goblin machine is definitely where we want to be. And then I think we just bar barrel on top of the firecracker and be completely content with our position. I played pretty aggro there. I don't think that was good on his end. We'll see. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah, baby. Does he not have vines? Honestly, not having vines and the big 25 is wild work. Oh, he had vines on offense. That makes sense. Right, yeah. Bro was saving it. He was saving his juice. He was saving his sauce. But now he has nothing. He's dead. Oh, he didn't even get 3 crown. Didn't even lose the second tower. Clean 1-0 victory. Look at my defense, guys. My defense is just pristine. I got that prowess out here. Oh, man. Say good luck to him. I'm not going to say good luck to someone, dude. That's BM as heck. I hard countered him. All right. So, yeah, here it is. Here's all this other stuff. Rank 88 finish there. Shows that. And then I got 20 wins, 20 wins, 20 wins. The rank 21 way back whenever, wherever the heck it was. 1,300,000 cards won. The 21 in the world was way back when. But yeah, last season I didn't really play. I finished 4,900. And then yeah, I was 800 in the world. Or sorry, I was like 950 in the world. I went for top 800. I lost. And then I went to 1,170. I was playing minor poison. So I don't know. Maybe we'll push more. Maybe we'll have more games. But yeah, man, around top 1,000. Just change the deck. I could change the deck, but I don't really want to. I just want to play the deck that is on the, exactly what we were talking about. There's a reason. There's a title. There's a thumbnail. I'm going to stay true to what I decided to showcase to you guys. Have you ever watched Dexter Resurrection or New Blood? No, I haven't watched any of that stuff. Is there a new Dexter show on Netflix? All right, are we going to be okay here or not? Play 2.9 with Logbait deck? I'm not going to play that. I'm just going to play this. I mean, it shows both the cards. I just want to see how they are. Oh, wait, we can do this. That's Berserker plus our dude here. Oh, it still gets a hit. That kind of sucks. What if I drop a Berserker first if it would have made a difference? Probably would have made a difference because the Berserker like takes time to load in. So you probably want to drop Berserker first. Or likely been a little bit of a diff. Probably not that big of a diff, but definitely a diff. So I think I just Goblin Giant here and all in him because he dropped a Miner. So he's down Elixir. I mean, this is tough to defend for pretty much anyone in the game. We'll see. Oh, well played, well played. He's going to have a Bomb Tower and the Musketeer in the correct placement. This could be a good matchup for him. We'll see. I actually don't know any better in this game. All I know is I'm playing Goblin Giant and I don't really play it. So, we'll see if we're able to beat someone that's pretty good at the game. Definitely want a Barbarian Barrel on top of this Musketeer to clean it up. I should be able to kill it, even if this guy has any wise ideas of dropping his own Bar Barrel. I don't like the fact that I wasted my level, but it is part of the game. I'm going to Witch in the back in case this guy wants to go for a Miner or a Bar Barrel. We'll spawn some Skeletons. We'll be fine. And this looks really, really good because even if he goes in for a Snowball, he's prolonging our push. So now we're going to get a bit of a bigger, better benefit. If only I could have Vines that and then kept the Witch alive. I think that would have been the best play possible. Oh my god, I sucked. That was bad. I wasted the F Pancake too. Not the end of the world though. Still defend this pretty reliably, I believe. Hopefully. We'll see. Not the end of the world right now, I guess. We're throwing more stuff at the bridge. We should be able to do some damage. Not really working. Well played. Guy seems really good at the game, honestly. He's played this extremely well. So, honestly, credit where credit is due. I don't win every single game I play. I think this one will probably be a loss. I'll go Goblin Machine here, and then I'll try to throw 2 Goblin Giants down. I think that's how I need to win. The Musketeer evolution cycle is just mad annoying. So, main thing that I'm kind of concerned about. We do have Vines. We need to save that on defense, though. I really can't be throwing out my Vines lackadaisically out here. That was probably a really bad rage, honestly. Do I still win? Even though I play like a freaking moron? Man, I don't deserve to win this game. I really feel like I don't deserve that. I don't think I did anything. I just threw Goblin Giant stuff at him and I won. Damn. I mean... that's the problem, right? Like the power of the Chef Tower has to be the problem for sure, right? I think that matchup definitely is like he should have won, right? Pretty good at the game too, right? I don't know. That was weird. That was a weird game. Vines are so fair. Dude, Vines feel so broken. How many videos do you try to put out a month? It's not really how many videos I put out a month. I try to do a video every other day. And you guys have been seeing that I've been posting more than one video every other day. It takes like 48 hours at least for me to edit 2 videos, or for 1 video, sorry. Because the videos take 20 plus hours of editing, like professional editing. I'm not saying like just editing. Like I pay a professional editor that I've trained for multiple years to edit a video for 20 hours. Like all the money from the creator code, all the money from sponsorships makes it possible that I'm able to create videos that are unique and fun and, not like what you see everywhere else. Like you're just going to see, you can see like a video with just a face cam, no editing, very, very frequently in Clash. I try to differentiate myself so the videos are a little bit different than that. It's way too easy to record those types of videos. I mean, I could do those two, but yeah, I still enjoy watching those. If Molite trained you, would you be as good like him? No, obviously not. It takes a lot of time and effort. Like, I mean, I don't put in the time and effort anymore. I played a lot, and I could be like probably top 200 in Clash Royale again if I really wanted to play a lot. But I don't really want to, man. Like, I just want to chill and have fun, I was one of the best players in Clash Royale upon a time, back when I was playing in 50K tournaments and playing professionally in King's Cup. I was definitely one of the best players in the entire world. I went undefeated and won $5,000 and stuff like that. So cool, but like man, it's not fun to do that. You know how many hours you have to spend playing this game? Like, I don't want to spend 12 hours a day. I know, like, Jinxie spends 12 hours a day. I don't want to do that, man. I just want to play the game for fun. It wouldn't be fun for me if I was playing 12 hours a day. I really love this game, but I want to play, like, 3 hours. A healthy amount, you know? Not really even that healthy. But, like, I'll work out. I'll do some other stuff. I'll play Clash Royale for 3 hours. Like, stream it. Have fun with you guys. But also streaming it, you're not going to be as concentrated as you would in, or not concentrate. I meant like, as it's not as quality focused as like playing professionally, like Mohammed Light and those guys. So when I was playing professionally, it also hurt me to stream my gameplay because people would look at my builds, people would look at like a lot of the stuff on how I played, and then they had like valuable information that was really awful for me as a player to have them have. I think he's gonna fry me right now. I don't know. If he's back to barbs, I just lose. Yeah, I just lose. I wish that didn't happen, but, you know, it's part of the game. GG and well played. This is my first L of the last, like, how many games has it been? First loss in, like, a lot. I do think that Lava Hound does beat Goblin Giant, though, so as you guys can see, Goblin Giant can win. It's just, I think Lava Hound with Valkyrie against Witch, probably not a good matchup for you. So there are bad matchups, and you are kind of playing that. I said that at the start. Graveyard and Lava Hound are the two matchups you don't want to face, especially Evolved Barbarians with freaking Evolved Valkyrie. There's no shot in hell I win that, even if I am better than him. It's just, you know, it's part of the game. It'd be what it be. I lose to people that are really bad at the game that just have that deck, and I'd also beat people that are really good at the game if I had the matchups reversed. I had to throw another quick thank you to my favorite YouTuber. Can't say enough of how much I appreciate you and your dedication for making videos for us. Truly the GOAT of Clash Royale. Thank you, Waffles Are Better. You really are the GOAT. You really are, man. He's got the name right. He's got a statement with his name, and he's also laying down a $20 dono. Guys, get some hearts in the chat. Let's go, let's go. Hell yeah. Jake, do some muscle ups for me. I cannot do muscle ups when I'm sick, bro. Maybe you could do like one regularly. All right, so we're chilling. We're in a good spot. We're really good spot right now. This is actually gas. I can go for a Goblin Giant with the Evolved Witch. I feel so good about it. This is going to be like the spot that we need to be in, baby. All right, so yeah, we're going to Vines here so then he doesn't get too comfy. And then we're going to drop our Rage as well, so then our Witch, Skeletons, and also our Goblin Giant put in a lot of work on the Skeleton King. And we also are able to splash on the Inferno Dragon and probably just win the game. It's silly when that works, but it hits hard. It hits hard. What in CR does Clash Royale need to desperate buff? You know, I think they probably need to buff a lot of defensive decks where, not necessarily defensive decks, but like they need to buff the game where defensive decks can work that aren't like super obnoxious decks. Like Graveyard is really annoying. We don't want like Rocket Cycle. I want control decks like Minor Poison again that aren't super obnoxious to play into, where someone defends the entire game and then like spell cycles. Like I want fast interactions that are fun, that I don't know. I don't really like the play style right now where it seems like really aggressive. Like if someone messes up at the bridge, they instantaneously lose the match. Or like the Goblin Curse turns all their units into goblins, so the game's just over. Like I didn't like that type of meta at all. I also kind of against, you know, the Chef Tower. I don't think that there's many things that need buffs. I think a lot of things need nerfs. I think Chef Tower needs to get like nerfed down to existence that's never played. I think that Goblin Giant, like Chef Tower, really, it's so bad for the game. So bad for the game. I think the Graveyard actually needs a nerf. Like the Wink Edition straight up just needs a nerf. Even though I play it a lot and I think it's, you know, fun to play and use to climb up ranks with, it's just objectively broken. Having that amount of damage reach a tower is just crazy. Yeah, there's a lot of things like that that definitely need changes. I wouldn't really say buff as much as nerf more frequently, to be honest. It's kind of hard to say that straight up to y'all because I know a lot of you guys like cards, so saying nerf things is like, it hurts a lot of people's feelings, but in reality, it's the reality that we need to face, you know, like a lot of cards are really unfair, so they do need to get changed. That's just my viewpoint on it. If cards are broken, they should get nerfed. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like this is going to be an annoying push for sure, right? Maybe we can just kill the giant and hold it in place and not have it take my tower if we go Vines at the right point. Yeah, he's going to arrows and he's just going to lose the giant. Just dead. Yeah, crazy. I also think that if you were to buff cards, It's hard to say. Let me take a look, man. Let me give you a real answer, all right? Because that's like one of the toughest questions that someone's ever asked me, because I don't want to see things buffed in the Supercell special way where they like buff the Furnace and make it like the best card in the game. I thought Golem was really weak, but then they buffed things that made Golem better. I mean, Barb Hut definitely needs a buff and a rework, but I don't want it to like get buffed to the point where it's just like Furnace, where it's just spawn stuff all the time. Goblin Hut is cool and all, but like, like they still need to nerf that a little bit. I don't know. Every time they touch spawners, it's bad for the game. I think that Clone and Void are useless cards. Mirror as well. They need to give Clone, Mirror, Void. Those need evolutions for sure. I think that Battle Healer is just a useless card. Only played with Elixir Golem. Zappies are fine, but I think they could get a buff, but then they'd be really annoying. Goblin Drill Evolution is useless. Definitely needs a buff. It's just there's no reason to play it. If you play Goblin Drill Evolution, you literally don't know how to play the game, or you're just trolling. Rascals probably deserve a bit of a buff. Goblinstein still sucks. I would buff that for sure. Yeah, those would be the cards that I buff. Hopefully that helps, man. I mean, maybe you're a Supercell developer, so lurking in the chat, that'd be sick. Yo, Juan Sanchez says, I'm 230 in the global right now. I'm using my deck right now, but with Vines. Yo, congrats on 230. Massive W's, my man. 230 in the world is nothing to play at. That thing is moving. My man, Juan, is actually making it happen. Congratulations, brother. That must feel so good. I quit Clash Royale a few months back after 8 years of playing. From an outside perspective, Vines is the most broken spell I've ever seen. I still love your content. Keep up the good work, man, says King Kong XXI. Dude, blessed to have you still a part of the content. First off, thank you still for being a part of this, even after quitting the game and, you know, still watching. That's kind of the goal for my content, is to like make stuff that makes people want to still watch even if they quit the game. Because in reality, like, let's be real. Let's keep it 100, guys. If you're watching something and you're watching to like learn how to play the game, and it's just no enjoyment factor whatsoever, like there's a lot of stuff that I watch for StarCraft 2 that I just watch to get better at the game. And when the game was no longer something that I wanted to play, I dipped out. I didn't watch the content anymore. So I try to make content that people would actually want to watch over a long period of time. Probably not these live streams as much. Maybe if you like me as a person, then you'd probably watch it. But like, I think the videos probably I would still watch even if I quit the game. Just like a nice little lunch break, something fun to watch. At least that's what I try to make it. But first off, thank you, King Kong, for the nice comment, and then also thanks for the donation. And yeah, dude, I think Vines definitely are the best spell in the game. I think that Void before was better, just because Void was able to kill Sparkies and pretty much kill everything in the game for 3 elixir. It was essentially a 3 elixir rocket. This is like a 3 elixir freeze and also arrows combined, so it's strong, but it's not as broken as I thought Void was. I think Void was just like objectively better in every way, shape, and form. Like opponents would have to like predict if you had Void or if you had like arrows, or if you had Void plus arrows, you're just screwed, right? Because like, they would drop a Goblin Gang, they would arrows the Goblin Gang, and then they'd Void on top of the Sparky, and the Sparky's just dead. This is like super funny stuff like that, you know. Also, I'm trying to focus here a little bit. I probably should focus a little bit here, see what we can do. Get a good rage on top of this, then we're chilling. Great rage. I can do this, and then I can go for Vines on top of the Witch, and then I can Barb Burrow. I think I just win the game, maybe. We're able to keep the Witch alive at least. Go for another Goblin Machine and just keep spamming. I want to be able to kill the Hut and get a good rage. The only skillful play that you can do with Goblin Giant, I genuinely think this is the only skillful play, is hitting a rage when the Spear Goblin Hut dies. Like legitimately, oh my god, how is that? How's my Witch still alive? Did you guys see that? That thing stayed alive for a century. That was insane. All right, yeah, I'm going to just Vines here. I kill his Witch and I win the matchup, even though his matchup's 100-0 in his favor. That's crazy. Yeah, no, I hit a good rage, I guess, and that was the only mechanical play that I made the entire game, and then my Witch just stayed alive and he lost. His matchup was 100-0 in his favor too, so it's kind of wild that that works like that. Yeah, if you're not running Witch right now, you can't really counter Graveyard, because Graveyard will use Vines and then they'll hold the Bomber in place and the Bomber will just die. So I think if you're playing like a Goblin Giant deck, you kind of have to play this Goblin Giant deck. It's just way better. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of it. Super appreciate everyone being here. I am going to save the rest of this to record a video, and then I'll come back tomorrow maybe and just do a live stream of me hitting Ultimate Champion. Seriously, really appreciate everyone taking the time to be here. I love you guys, and I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day. See you guys later. Peace. Check out the pinned comment if you guys want to see what Vines are like right now in my perspective, like one of the best cards ever to be released in Clash for sure. Not better than Void, but damn, is it strong. Like, it's a top 2 spell in the game upon release. So if you want to see that and see what Vines were like before, and still, like, you know, not much has really changed, check that out. I have the best Vines deck in the entire game in the pinned comment if you want to check out what I like to play when I'm using Vines. This is a higher skill Vines deck, and it's more fun to play than the deck that you're seeing right now. This deck that I've been playing is really low skill. It's easy to play. It's for the noobs that want to win a lot, right? Nerf failed for Clash Royale. Objectively, I played a ton of games, and I lost like 2, right? So, I mean, truthfully, yeah, we are higher ranked than most of these people, but we started where? Yeah, here. So we played all these games. We lost 1 game there. We lost 2. So out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 games, we've only lost 2. So that win ratio is going to be pretty high. It's an 86% win rate already. So yeah, this deck is busted. And if you guys want to copy it, check it out. But if you want to see a higher skill version of this, find strategies that will allow you to win a lot, check that out in the pinned comment. No matter when or where you guys are watching, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you later. Peace, guys. Appreciate everyone being here.